Devotional service and devotional life is performed joyfully. Krishna likes to have fun, and we should try and aspire to have fun when we're performing devotional service and devotional life. And then through devotion, through emotion, Krishna gives us more realization. So, many different spiritual practices, there's a lot of rituals, but what we try and aspire for is to add that spirit to the ritual so that we get spiritual. When we get spiritual, Krishna can then reside in our heart and give us so much inspiration and wisdom and realization. So we don't have to be the most knowledgeable people, we don't have to be the most philosophical people. We just need devotion, a little bit of devotion. Krishna says that offer me a flower, a leaf, or water, but do it with devotion and I'll accept. So now is a wonderful opportunity to practice that little bit of devotion because the Raj Bhoga Aarti is going to start soon. So just a little bit of devotion is all it takes. You've made it this far already, so you just have to add a little bit of devotion into your singing. And like I always tell people, you don't have to be the most melodious person, you don't have to be a good singer, you just sing with devotion, sing with your heart. And Krishna will answer. Krishna is the friend of every single one. And he's always ready to listen. How many friends do we have here that's ready to listen 24 hours, 7 days a week? We don't. But Krishna is that friend. Alright? So yeah, we're going to start soon and then sing your heart. Another thing that Krishna also loves is dancing. So one thing that we can do while we're in the aarti is also clap our hands and go out a little bit. They say actually that process of dancing also helps to cultivate that emotional devotion. Right? So if you can all stand, the curtain is going to open in less than 60 seconds. And if you can all come closer, there's going to be a school program that's happening here, so and then a lot of people are going to come through there, so it's going to be a temple route. Good. And all chant together. So it'll be in the form of call and response. I chant Hare Krishna, you chant with me, but before we chant, I'm going to sing some invocation. That invocation is to glorify the spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, and to also glorify the Panchatattva. As many of you know, a few days ago was Mahaprabhu's spiritual. It was Mahaprabhu's spiritual. So I'm going to chant those invocations and then we're going to chant Hare Krishna. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki. Say Jai.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashacha Deshatarine. Nirvishesha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivedanta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivedanta Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivedanta. So, we've just done our invocation. Just one word of advice before we continue. The process of chanting starts from Shravanam Kirtanam. So it starts from hearing. When we hear, then we can focus on the Lord, we can focus on His holy name, His glories, His fame, everything that belongs to the Lord. So it's really important that when we are in the midst of a kirtan, that we focus on hearing, and then our sight, we try and focus on taking darshan. And then when we can do that, then we become absorbed. Not absorbed by what is going on around us, but rather absorbed in the process of what we are trying to accomplish and what we are trying to do in this process of chanting the holy name, which is to purify our consciousness, to purify the contamination that we have experienced and went through the day, through the week, through the months. And when we can purify this contamination of our consciousness, then we can actually come closer to Krishna. We can understand Krishna. We can understand that beautiful relationship that we have between the servant and the served. So, Shravanam, Kirtanam. So try and, as we're chanting along the Maha Mantra, try and hear, and ultimately try and hear with a sincere heart, with an endeavoring heart. Okay? Like I said, you don't have to have a good voice, just sing. Just sing with sincerity. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So one of the things that our spiritual master says is that, you've given many, many, many lives to Maya. Just give this one life to Krishna. So just like, there's 24 hours in a day, and many of those hours will be spent in doing many variety of things, and now you have 20 minutes just to dedicate some time where you're in the temple room, in the holy Dham, which is none different from Vrindavan. And in this time, chant with devotion, chant with your heart, chant with love. So we're going to continue, but just keep focusing, keep doing your best, okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Your turn. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Your turn. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
Hare Krishna. First, I'd just like to thank our guests for making way for our visiting school. We really appreciate that. Maha Prasadam will be served along with lunchtime Prasadam in the Haveli at 1:15. So if you'd like to make your way to Haveli, please do so now. Can I please ask that if you do leave the temple room that you do it quietly, please, so that I can introduce our visiting students to the Murtis on our shrine. So I'd like to welcome our visiting school to our shrine today. We really appreciate you being here as well. On your far left-hand side, the Murti with his peacock feather in his hair and he's playing the flute. Who can remember what his name is? Krishna. Okay, well done. Perhaps you'd all like to say his name on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Krishna. Well done. And standing next to Krishna is Krishna's favourite friend, and her name is Radha. Some of you were talking to me about that you've been learning about the Diwali festival. So on the right-hand side, we have the personalities whose homecoming is celebrated with the Diwali festival. Standing in the middle, we have Lord Rama. On his right-hand side, we have his Queen Sita. On his left-hand side, we have his favourite younger brother, Lakshman. And bending down in front of Lakshman, with his palms folded in a very respectful mood, is the monkey warrior, Hanuman. And right in the centre of our shrine, to the left of Hanuman, are 2 much smaller Murtis. On the left-hand side, we have Gora, and on the right-hand side, we have Nitai. And if any of you have ever seen members of our community dancing and singing the special Hare Krishna prayer you just heard being sung, it was Gora and Nitai that began that form of worship 500 years ago in a place called West Bengal. Can I just ask, please, that if you are leaving the temple room that you do it quietly, please? If you look at the Murtis, you can see that they're wearing those beautiful flower garlands that we talked about. I think the first group, we definitely spoke about the flower garland. You can see those beautiful flower necklaces. And I was telling the first group that we make those garlands every single day for the Murtis. If you turn your heads to the back of the room, just turn your head, you don't have to turn your whole body. You can see that there's another Murti of our special teacher, Prabhupada. Prabhupada is a person that came from India just over 50 years ago to teach people in this part of the world all about Krishna and all about what Krishna teaches in the Bhagavad Gita. And I told the first group that we make garlands for our teachers every single day to say thank you for all their hard work and for giving us such wonderful knowledge. If you turn to the front again, put your hands up if you like the outfits that the Murtis are wearing. And keep your hands up if you would like to see all of their outfits. Okay, so it might come as a surprise to you to know that all of the Murtis on our shrine, they are bathed every day, they're given a wash every day, and they have a change of outfits. So if you would like to see all of their outfits, then what you need to do is go back to school and see if you can come here every single day to see what outfits they're wearing. Okay? It's not just that we sing and dance for the Murties, make flower garlands or outfits. We've also got some tables at the front of our shrine. So we also offer the Murties food every single day. And it must be vegetarian food, because in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, if you offer me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit or water, I will accept it. So we can only offer vegetarian food. And offering food to the Murties might sound a bit strange, but what we're really offering is our gratitude, with the understanding that everything that we have and everything that we are is given to us as a gift from God. Okay, so now the curtains are about to close, and whenever within our tradition the curtains close, or we see the Murties or we leave the Murties, we always bow down as a sign of respect. I'm not asking any of you to do that, just to let you know what you might see myself or anybody else doing. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Ki Jai. Gaunitai Ki. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Okay, fantastic. So as I said to one half of the group, there are lots and lots of different things that you would have been seeing happening in our temple during your school trip, and all of those things are being done as an offering to Krishna or God. So put your hands up if you think we believe that God needs the things that we do for him. Okay, so you can put your hands down now. Okay, so whether somebody believes in God or not, when they hear the word God or Allah or Krishna in our case, they have some understanding of what that person is believed to have done. He's believed to have created the world, and if he's created the world, there isn't anything that he actually needs from us, but what do you think he would like from us? Okay, number one. Okay, you got it right. Okay, you're probably in the first presentation. Okay, so the most popular answer that people normally give is that God would like respect from us. But actually, the most powerful thing in the world is love, and he would just like a little bit of love from us, because he says that every single soul is part of him, and because we're part of him, he already loves us so much already, but he would just like to share in that love. And even though we might not like to do it, we know that when we share things with others, those things are much nicer and everybody is happy. Okay, and even if we can't love God, show some love towards God, because it actually takes a lot of effort and time for us to actually learn to love God if we're not used to that. We can at least show gratitude for the things that we have, regardless of where we think those things come from. Okay, so thank you for visiting our shrine. It is your favourite time of the day, and my favourite time of the day, which is what time? Okay, so you are going to be having your lunch very soon, okay? In a few moments, when your teachers say it's okay to stand up, you are going to be standing up. You're going to be going back to the room where you got your shoes on, and then you're going to be going back to the other building.